Hi there, welcome to I Alone Fly Tarot. I'm going to do a tarot card reading for Leo energy. For this series of 12 zodiac sign readings, I'm almost done with them. I have like 3 more left. I'm using the Kipper deck just to kind of change it up and see what else might want to pop out in the stories. So next week we'll maybe go back to just regular tarot, or we'll see what else I want to use. But for this week, we're using the Kipper deck, and we have the Toil and Labor card. We have sudden wealth, mature woman, thoughts, and concern. Somebody could have had sudden wealth with someone who was emotionally mature or a mature woman. And then they started to think about some things and became concerned. Maybe wondering if being in a relationship with this person, male or female, would be a lot of toil and labor that would basically make them feel impoverished within their home. Because really, their inner child nature of wishes and dreams and hopes would like them to move forward in their life, be willing to sail forward and step up as the official person in their own life and go on a journey as a mature person. Maybe, you could stay in a relationship where there's a lot of stability and security, but does it kind of satisfy your emotional childhood dreams of, I don't know, love, hope, faith? Okay, well, let's show you what we got so far. With the sudden wealth card, toil and labor, sudden wealth. Maybe for some people, maybe they came into sudden wealth. Maybe they were a King of Wands in their Aries energy. And in their Aries fire energy is kind of like, I want to take action on all the things I want to take action on. My lusts, my dreams, my greed, my whatever. And so they could have put a lot of creative effort, gave it everything they had to let go of some old foundation. Maybe a relationship or a marriage, yep, because underneath that is the Lover's card, Gemini. Maybe they felt they had another love option, a choice in love. So they thought when they were going to have this sudden wealth that they were going to let go of one old foundation in order to go towards another choice in love. And I would kind of assume if they did that, they're in a little bit of shadowy Leo energy, operating more out of pride and ego. And the King of Wands is looking to the past. So, why move forward maybe in whatever relationship they were in? They wanted to maybe reunite with someone from their past because maybe the person they were in a relationship with was an emotionally mature person, male or female. It's just the feminines in the tarot represent someone's emotional aspect. That person was, was ready, wanted to give birth to a new life. And this other person could have had conflict about that. I don't want to give birth to a new life. I like things the way I've done them up until this point. The Empress energy is Libra Taurus energy, where people are just and fair and balanced and hardworking and committed and loyal and dedicated and creative and inspired and do everything with love. And the Empress, it's kind of like firing on all cylinders that they want to move forward in their life, step out of the comfort zone that they've lived in and move forward just in how they go about living their life. They're creative and they're inspired. And this other person might be very competitive, have inner conflict about doing that. So what the other person could have done from their emotional state is they decided to give birth to conflict and fighting and competition because they wanted this relationship to end. They also could have decided to take action towards someone who is surrounded by luxury in life. And they decide to go get in a relationship. If they left one relationship, they went to go get in a relationship with someone who is surrounded by luxury in life. Maybe because this person, the King of Wands, is very competitive. Maybe I want to look like the most successful, victorious person in the land. And if I have sudden wealth and I get in a relationship with you and you're surrounded by wealth and luxury, we're just going to look like kings and queens around the countryside. Tell us about the thoughts card. We kind of look at the thoughts card as maybe like a King of Swords energy. But yeah, they were thinking they wanted to have a new beginning. And if that meant other people they'd been in a relationship felt betrayed and turned their back on them, oh well. Maybe thoughts that they've just emotionally decided that I want to have this new beginning, and maybe it's out of pride and ego in the Leo Sun energy. We're going to read it from the positive vantage point here in a moment, but there's always those people that choose to use their Leo energy in a shadowy manner. So now they could have some concern. Oh, they went towards someone in Empress energy who, an Empress energy, male or female, would be someone you view as doing everything with love, maybe. So they could have viewed that person as loving, but maybe this person felt left out in the cold by that person because of things that are hidden beneath the surface. Or the person they went and got in a relationship with kind of has lack mentality. You know, they look very abundant. They're surrounded by luxuries in life, but maybe they really have a lack mentality, which can be hard to deal with. You know, that could be somebody who nothing ever works out for me. Nothing's ever good enough. You know, kind of maybe like an Eeyore energy. They present themselves maybe very well, but maybe, or else just the way that person was left them feeling out in the cold because of some things that were hidden beneath the surface. And so things could have ended. It could be that the person they went and got in a relationship with, that person could have decided to move forward in their life. And they created an illusion around why they moved away. Or if this person moved away from the person they went and got in a relationship with after they let one relationship go, they could have walked away from that person and created an illusion around it. I don't know if this person backstabbed and betrayed them, or if they backstabbed and betrayed that person, but there's illusion around it, or fear. The person they could have gotten in a relationship with could have fear, so they ended the relationship. So maybe all their work and effort to go get in that relationship has just ended them up in poverty. Now the house wants to, instead of maybe being about pride and ego, wants to more, their foundation is what I mean. Their foundation wants to maybe, or their home had maybe had hopes and dreams of moving forward as the official person with them and going on a journey. You know, they maybe had expected to be with that person all their life. But I think here with the child nature within them of hopes and dreams is wishing this person would be willing to, you know, lift anchor. Quit being so grounded in the 3D world. You know, quit being so much in, I don't know, some emotional realm, because it looks like that's coming up out of the water. And, fly through your imagination of what life could be. Imagine in the future if you were someone who was like the official person in your life. And if you were willing to go on a journey, like life's an adventure, you know, and maybe make more mature decisions in your life. Let's go see. What did this King of Wands want to go get in? What were they looking back at in their past? Oh, they maybe wanted to exchange resources with someone who backstabbed and betrayed them before? And put an end to things once and for all because maybe it had caused them a lot of inner conflict. If this person in the past had, maybe they had been exchanging resources of some type and then it ended because someone made a decision, and it had always caused this King of Wands person to have a lot of inner conflict about that. Well, let's go see. Why did it end? What was this Ten of Swords about? Illusions? Ah, they had illusions about this Empress energy. They had illusions that life maybe is about being surrounded by luxuries in life. Maybe the person, they let go of one relationship to go get a relationship with this Empress energy because they still had inner conflict about it, or they were very competitive. Maybe they had wanted to be in a relationship with this person in the past, but the person had ended it because that Empress person, I don't know, maybe they had illusions of being surrounded by luxury in life. So maybe they went and picked a different person to be in a relationship with that they felt could surround them with luxuries in life. And this King of Wands is very kind of competitive. And when the King of Wands was maybe going to come into sudden wealth, they put a lot of creative effort into letting one foundation go so that they could go take sexual action towards this person of their past who maybe had ended things with them before because they didn't feel this person could surround them with luxuries of life. And now that the person can, they went to go be in a relationship with them, but the person they went to go in a relationship with either has inner conflict or they're just very competitive about how many things they want to be surrounded in luxury with. And that person then could have been thinking that they could have a new beginning. Maybe there was someone else they could have a new beginning with. Because otherwise they might have felt like, I don't know, they toil and labor with this person that wanted to get in a relationship with them, and they felt like they might still not get what they wanted in life, or I'm not sure. Or they just have a lack mentality. Maybe this person they went and got in a relationship with is very competitive. And as a King of Swords energy also, maybe they kind of got in this relationship out of pride and ego. This person here kind of got in a relationship with this person out of pride and ego, like, look at me, I got in a relationship with this person. They ended one relationship and betrayed someone to get in a relationship with me, and maybe they really like that idea. This is great. I'm so glad you ended that relationship and your former partner feels betrayed. I am basking in my glory here. But then that person could have become concerned because, I don't know, maybe, hmm, hmm. They were concerned that maybe as this moved forward, they felt like things were hidden, maybe about the previous ending, or because this person had maybe backstabbed that other person in the past, they were afraid this person would backstab them. I don't know. Let's go see. It's kind of interesting, the Five of Pentacles and the Pisces Moon card. So they're concerned. Well, the Queen of Swords, the person who's betrayed, is down here in the clarifier cards now. Maybe the Queen of Swords, the former partner who is betrayed, seems to be moving forward, listening to their heart and intuition in loving Cancer energy, and is moving forward into the unknown. Could these people be concerned that they got into this relation, or this person? Is this person now concerned? Because like the whole reason I got in a relationship with you was kind of to build my pride and ego over the fact that the person you betray or got out of a relationship with feels betrayed, but that person seems to be moving forward. Now I feel backstabbed. That'd be kind of funny. It's like, well, shoot. It only works, if you're going to try to build your pride and ego off of how other people act or react. Well, if other people don't act and react the way you think they're going to react, and if you're only getting off because someone feels betrayed, I guess as soon as that other person quits being betrayed, well, I guess the fizzle and steam in your relationship might die down to a flicker. So the Five of Pentacles. Things change, things move forward. Someone could have been standing in their inner truth about a relationship, a commitment, a marriage. Maybe as they tried to move forward in this relationship they got into, someone was kind of defensive of moving forward in a relationship or a marriage. Tell us about the Pisces Moon card. So someone who is single and independent was moving forward in Virgo energy, kind of taking the lessons they've learned from the past to listen to their intuition and their higher vision for their life. And they were putting in a lot of creative, inspired action to heal and come to balance between their heart and their mind. And they were taking creative, inspired action, kind of that youthful, inspired action forward. Well, even if this wasn't another person, this could have been the person who decided to end the relationship. They came into sudden wealth and they decided emotionally, I'm going to end that relationship because I want to be surrounded by luxuries in life. Maybe they have conflict about being in a relationship with someone. Maybe what they're looking back to is the past when they did exchange resources with people, which could be hugs and kisses, and they had been betrayed or backstabbed or things ended painfully. So because of that, this person has always kind of had this inner conflict. And the reason things had maybe ended I don't know, maybe this person always ended relationships because they had these visions of what they wanted to give birth to, or they always imagined, I don't know, maybe they have a problem. Oh, I get it. They had imagined taking action towards someone for sudden wealth. They did put in a lot of creative effort to let go of what they were in order to take action towards someone because they kind of had visions of sudden wealth. But what they're looking back at is the fact that, and they maybe did take action towards someone. I don't know, if they took action towards that person, the give and take ended. There was a decision made that there was, I don't know, inner conflict or conflict and fighting. Things ended because of illusions, maybe by the person that they wanted to go get in a relationship with. And the person they wanted to go and get in a relationship with has that inner conflict because they have illusions of how they imagine life and what they want life to be. And they were thinking of having a new beginning and leaving this person who came and got in a relationship with them behind because they could be concerned that if they listen to their heart and intuition, oh my gosh, they're afraid they'll be left out in the cold because they fear things are being hidden. Okay. So they were ending up being defensive of moving forward in a relationship with this person. They were maybe hiding that they wanted to stay single because they had their own long-term plan, that maybe they wanted to listen to their intuition and put in creative inspired action to heal and move forward in their life. Could have been one thing. Do I think it could have been that this person was very competitive and initially that's why they maybe got in the relationship? Yeah. Do I think it probably bothered them if the person that they were hoping to leave feeling betrayed and backstabbed moved forward in love and was healing, and that they had just created illusion around this whole relationship, that the whole point was that they wanted to backstab someone? They wanted to backstab someone who was confident and intuitive and creative and inspired and wanted to move forward. And it ended up that they were the ones who ended up feeling left out in the cold by the whole situation because the person they tried to backstab kept moving forward. And now they feel backstabbed about the whole situation. So then the person they went and got in a relationship with, they decided, I want to go do that too, maybe. I want to heal. I don't want to keep putting in work and effort into my own poverty, my own fear, my own insecurity. So they ended the relationship with the person they got into. And now what is the person who got left? They feel overwhelmed because things fell apart. Emotionally, they wanted to be surrounded by luxuries of life because they're very competitive. They had a lot of inner conflict. They might be kind of wondering if I should illuminate the fact that they got betrayed by the relationship they got into. They might be wondering if they should come clean, kind of, and speak their emotional truth. They could be thinking, should I go back and have a new beginning with that person I betrayed before? They're concerned. They've maybe been presenting themselves as someone loving who is left out in the cold, creating an illusion that they were the one who was backstabbed, like maybe in the original relationship. So how can they go back and have a new beginning with the person they betrayed? You know, they left that person to go get in another relationship. When they ended that relationship, they created an illusion saying they were loving and kind and they were the ones who were left out in the cold, that they were the ones who were backstabbed and betrayed. But that wasn't the truth. That was all just an illusion. So now that things have changed, they're kind of defensive about relationships or getting in a relationship. They created the illusion that they were stable and abundant and moving forward with an offer, that they were listening to their intuition, and they were going to give it everything they had in order to balance things out, maybe with this other person by communicating to them. They could have also created the illusion in the world when they betrayed their former partner that they were stable. They'd offered to move forward. They tried to work with this person, but this other person was keeping secrets, and they just ended up, I don't know, taking all this inspired action and ended up making a mind over heart decision or betraying them, that they were immature. So they kind of basically projected their own bad characteristics onto the person they betrayed. So they either came into sudden wealth, and because of that, or knew they were going to come into wealth, that they took creative action to end the relationship they were with because they wanted to get in a relationship with someone from their past. Maybe someone, like I say, who had backstabbed them before. And so, because they're very competitive, they wanted to get in a relationship with that person. But what they didn't know is that when this person decided to get in a relationship with them, they were creating an illusion that I don't think they planned to move forward with this relationship. Again, could have just been to backstab the person they left, or yeah, they both could just be people who keep it hidden from people that, because of my own lack mentality, if you want to move forward and you want it to move forward in a certain way, I'll backstab it and I'll create illusions regarding the whole thing. So now someone's concerned that yeah, they could be concerned that everybody's moving forward. The people that are in shadowy Leo energy are concerned that other people who are listening to their heart and intuition are moving forward. And what if those people keep moving forward? A lot of times when people kind of backstab other people and create competition is because they want to try to stop the other people from moving forward. They want them to feel left out in the cold, so that those people will be defensive and will decide to do a relationship with these people the way they like to do it, which is putting in work and effort to have lack mentality within a home and a foundation, because that's the foundation this person operates from. And until they're willing to deal with how they self-sabotage themselves, and become independent and take the lessons they were meant to learn and listen to their intuition, this person is going to keep repeating a loop like this. Maybe because they're overwhelmed, they have a very unstable foundation, and they hope to take sexual action towards people to, I don't know, sudden wealth could be sudden stability, sudden security. It doesn't just have to be about, all this money. For some of them, it probably was. But they're unwilling to move forward in a manner where they connect in with their emotions and their creativity and treating themselves in a just and fair and balanced manner to deal with their own inner conflict, so their foundation is not so stable, so unstable. They need to start putting in some thought about being authentically themselves. If you're creating an illusion in your whole life and with everybody you get in a relationship with, I would imagine you'd feel pretty overwhelmed. If you're never authentically being yourself because, I don't know, you have a lack mentality, you have a lot of things that you keep hidden beneath the surface, that your long-term plan was always to move forward, hiding the fact that you're overwhelmed by past pain and heartbreak. How about you deal with past pain and heartbreak? Illuminate that you've been betrayed before. Yes, we all have. And sorry if any of you were betrayed in really horrible ways, because everybody's is different. But in general sense, talking, it's hard on people just to have been cheated on, betrayed, backstabbed, not even the major horrific things in life that can happen to people. But until this person is willing to come clean, to shed light and compassion, forgiveness on their fear, their insecurity, their self-doubt, their lack mentality, who is putting that in their head but themselves? Shed some light in the head. Your mind will screw with you all day. If it gets what it wants and it never has to risk getting emotionally hurt because it can keep you trapped in a mental prison, well, yay. You've got to counteract your mind and say, I'm not going to live my life that way. I deserve to be in loving, warm, kind relationships. And I am going to illuminate that maybe they've had a witchy, bitchy voice in their own head, male or female, beating them up over the head all day, criticizing them, being critical, berating them. Shove a sock in that witchy voice in your own head. And how do we shove a sock? It's not just ignoring it. You counteract that voice with a loving, nurturing voice in your own head. The King of Cups, you take action from love and you say no. People will not leave me out in the cold. People will not try to create emotional confusion and backstab me. Not everyone is like that. There has been people in my past who did that, but I can listen to my heart and my intuition to guide me. And if I see that people kind of have their own lack mentality, other people, because they don't have the resources or maybe trying to be competitive with me and they seem to be keeping secrets and keeping things hidden, well, I can end that relationship. But until these people are willing to stand in their inner truth and defend the type of relationships that they want, we're not a slave to relationships. If people aren't nice, people aren't kind, people are rude, people are selfish, whatever, it's like, see ya. This person is probably hiding the fact that they would like to be more independent, more self-sovereign, so they could move forward with their Virgo energy and offer their resources and the lessons they've learned to listen to their intuition. But they have to be willing to give it that really creative, inspired effort to give it everything they've got so they can. It's tiring, it's overwhelming, it's difficult. It's hard to come to balance between our heart and our mind. If we've got our head telling us all these fearful things, we need to work through that with love and compassion and forgiveness. Not everyone is the same. If you dealt with rude, mean, unkind, emotionally manipulative people in your past, doesn't mean everybody's like that. And when you keep going, you have that new Ace of Wands, creative, inspired beginning, and you can let go of that effort. You've done it. You did the work to get yourself balanced. And now you can start putting some work into maybe what it is that makes you feel impoverished, what else in your foundation makes you feel impoverished, and maybe you can connect in with your own inner child of hope and belief and dreams and start imagining what your life could be like. We manifest our life based on our thoughts. If this person has had a really nasty voice in their head running their life, yeah, I'm sure it's miserable in that house. We have to use our mind and our thoughts and our emotions. It's a free will choice. What are you going to put your thoughts and your mind on? And when we start to put it on our dreams and our beliefs of what could be, that's when we go on a journey of maturity. We've learned to nurture and mature ourselves. We're no longer a child at the mercy of other people hurting us. We have developed good boundaries. So, let's see. I think we kind of covered all the things that could have gone on there. Some people are going to keep repeating this loop. Some people are concerned. They're presenting themselves as loving, but they feel left out in the cold. But they're creating an illusion around that because they maybe backstabbed everyone else because they backstabbed themselves. Until they're willing, what they keep hidden is that they want to be independent. Well, the only person holding them back is themselves. If they don't believe they can do it themselves, what is that saying? Well, it's something along that if you believe you can, you can. If you don't believe you can, you most certainly can't. You tell yourself what you believe. You tell yourself what you don't believe. And I have this calendar, quote calendar flip book, and before the reading I just randomly flip it to see what one pops up. And for Leo energies, we have optimism is one more thing associated with success and happiness than any other. Lack mentality can be a mental perspective. People can leave you in the cold all day. People can leave you knocked down on the ground. Are you going to stay there, or are you going to pick yourself up? Are you going to be a survivor story? Are you going to be a victory story? People can hurt and abuse you, and you can repeat it over and over in your head every day, how someone hurt and abused you, how somebody treated you poorly. And again, no disrespect for any of you who have been hurt really badly, and to diminish how difficult that is. Some people just have a really hard time with regular old breakups, and can you imagine how much more devastating it is for people who've really experienced some horrific treatment in their life? But if it's just kind of a lack mentality and not confidence in yourself, nobody is plugging those thoughts in your head every day but yourself. We have a free will choice to be optimistic or pessimistic. Is our future shiny and bright, or is it dull and gray and full of fear? So I wish you all peace, love, and joy, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.